Peace, y'all. It's your boy ActionFiggySkinny here again with another quick hit review. And today we have, as you can see, for me, an anticipated figure that I've been asking for quite a bit. You know, for anyone who's been watching my reviews, I've mentioned this. And yeah, we've got the illustrious Agent Venom. I am been excited for this fig, but after seeing other reviews and seeing how it moves myself, I'm not too happy with how it turned out, but I'm trying to make the best of it and see how it rocks in my own hands. So without further ado, we about to see what's in this box. Real quick for y'all who are into that thing, here we got, you got this nice deco and art on the front, and Venom with his Harvey Dent head there, and the hands and the twisted hands and the guns and the other guns that I wouldn't usually necessarily choose for this fig, but hey, you know what I mean, like whatever. He doesn't come with tentacles. Wish he came with tentacles. I might have to screw like a little hole in his back just so he can fit the other ones in, but we'll get into that when I do my comparisons. Yo, the back has pictures of other figs in a wave. I only have him and Chameleon. I'm going to be reviewing, or have you reviewed based on how you watch this order of these reviews. And the reads: when Flash Thompson bonds with an alien parasite suit, he is granted spider-like powers as Agent Venom. Yeah. So let's get into this thing, y'all. Let's see what this is about. I'm thinking about getting Spider-Man Unlimited. The other figs I'm not too keen on. Kane is just about that retro card, but you know, like I have so many Kane represented figs on my shelf. I just don't know if I can do it. Either way, let's do this thing. And here he is, fresh out the package. And after playing with him a little bit, I don't really have much of a problem with it. There's a few things I don't like. But okay, the ab crunch thing, they definitely could have given us like a bottom cut here. I don't know why they went with such a small torso. Like, I guess they were trying to, like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not a toy expert, but the bottom half here could have used a cut just so that he could go that extra inch. Mine leans forward a bit, like if you push it, you can get him to like lean forward quite a bit, which I'll get into when I do the articulation on this thing. But otherwise, I just, yeah. And then there's the thing about the head, which I'll zoom into. This head sculpt, it looks like Harvey Dent from The Dark Knight. I do not remember the actor's name. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm just gonna put an actor thing right here on the side. But yeah, man, like I'm yeah. And then, but there's things I like. I'm gonna get into it. Actually, real quick, let's go ahead and get into that articulation on this fig real quick. With this head sculpt on, he looks up quite a bit. Hold on. There it is. Oh. Oh, wow. Damn it. Hold on. All right. I guess he won't be looking up that much. Y'all saw that because he's on one of the ball hinge thing. Not even the disc. Okay. For this kind of fig, guys, I know he's like an agent and you don't want him to, like, it's armor and he's not gonna be able to be like move that much and so on and so forth. But he's still a symbiote. You know what I mean? Like, the previous one had a normal head sculpt and he looked up a little bit more. I mean, I'll have to zoom out, but he looked up. He was also taller than this figure. But he looked up a little bit more. I'm not. I mean, like, look, older one did that. He could actually like look like he's looking up, and he had the regular disc hinge thing going on. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of this head sculpt. This made him, I don't know why you make him look so old, but anyways, but get back into the articulation that I'm not too keen on already. You popped that head off and he flew all over the place. So anyways, he leans forward on mine that much, and that's why I feel like he needed that bottom cut, just so that he get that extra in. If you push it, it's good, but you're also liable of breaking it. I'm more prone to just, which we shouldn't have to do this, heating it up, taking his top part off, and then just cutting into it a little bit so that he can push a little bit forward. And that's what I'd have to do with this. Leaning back, it's quite a bit, but like, still not enough. Again, armor, symbiote, I understand, you're not supposed to be, but yeah. Again, these legs are fabricated for old buddy here because he lost his legs, I believe so, in comics. This is Flash Thompson. So I guess maybe that's why they went for like the thinner look, but I mean, when you have Punisher's body right here, you could have easily just done that. And painted it Agent Venom. Put some shoulder pads on there, and there you go. This direct cut of a fig, you could have just done that, and that would have been Agent Venom. Better height too, everything. But again, y'all didn't do that, and it's really weird. But anyways, so arms reach up like this. 360 with the shoulder pads on both sides, double jointed, and double jointed, which is cool. Looks good. Double jointed knees, which is cool. All right, this guy gets extra points for coming with a holster for a side weapon. Any fig that has a side weapon or sidearm and comes with a holster for it, you get automatic like a 0.5 or a point on your overall score, because I'm a holster guy. I don't like weapons being loose and stuff. It's just silly to me why I have a figure that needs weapons that has holsters if you're not going to include the holsters. And it's like cheaper plastic, so just do it. You know what I mean? But anyways, so that's what it looks like. The double jointed knees, I'm wilding out on this one, I know, guys. The foot rotation is also mega trash, and we don't get a boot cut. So like, you're losing points after just gaining one. Mercy point 2. Damn you, Agent Venom. Damn you. Okay, let's get this head sculpt the hell out of here. Let's go ahead and put this guy on. And oh man, that's just, oh, hold on, we'll be right back after these messages. All right. And here he is with the, symbiote head on. I like this much better than that other head sculpt, because just no. I don't know where I'm going to put that, but it's definitely going on a suited character somewhere. And like, I'm going to just make makeshift DC characters out of Marvel Legend pieces. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. Yeah, that's going somewhere over there. But yeah, otherwise, I like much better. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about this fig, because I'm like, I wanted so much more for an Agent Venom, just to have it like, he looks better with this a little bit, but it's just not enough still. Like, I don't know. And the older head sculpt, let's try that on here. Zoom in first. Let's see what that looks like. Zoom in. Zoom. Okay, in my opinion, this is exceptionally better, but you're getting zero movement out of this head. Like, okay, you get a tilt to the side, but looking up is not happening. Looking down is happening. You know what I mean? So that's kind of cool. And he looks like way more menacing for some reason with the thinner whites around the eyes, like there. But yeah, I'm not too sure about this. I like it, but I don't know if I'm going to keep this, because the other one doesn't look too good on the older Agent Venom that I plan on keeping with my, what was the team he was on with Red Hulk? Hold on, the Thunderbolts. Yeah, I plan on keeping him with my Thunderbolts lineup, and this guy actually making it to my Spider shelf, but this head sculpt has, like, no neck on this Venom, as you can see. Like, there's just not, it looks cool, but it doesn't look cool. It looks like his neck is just tucked in there, so I'm not too down with how that looks. This guy, side by side, these two, you know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely liking the head sculpt of this on here, and not so much that this head sculpt is just not a win, really. That's really what the problem is. The head sculpt is not a win. They made the whites on the eyes too thick, and they should have like thinned them out just a touch, like peeled it back just a little bit. But maybe I'll have to do that myself with a little bit of marker. Maybe I'll just ruin the figure. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, let's go ahead and put another head on here that I've been wanting to try. Don't know if anyone else has done it, but I want to try it. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Now this is much better to me. This is the Flash Thompson head that came in the Vulture and Spider-Man animated series 2-pack. That's actually kind of Chameleon Spider-Man, but whatever. You know what I mean? Technicalities. I'll just say this looks much better, and they should have went with more of a this look. I understand Flash had more of like a scruffier look due to being a war veteran, losing his legs, all sorts of things. But I mean, if you're gonna go Flash, at least kind of highlight this, make the hair a little bit longer. But for now, if I do have to pose him, sans mask, it's gonna be this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably what's gonna go up on the Spider-Man shelf. Him with a rifle. I mean, really being like Agent Venom out here. I like it. I dig it. It's cool. It's nice. So yeah, while we're here, let's get into comparisons, because I mean, we've done a little, you know what I mean, but let's get into some, and obviously there's going to be obvious choices, so let's just start with those. and get that Agent Venom look. Actually, no, sorry. Before we get into comparisons, let's get into his accessories real quick. Let's just zip down. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to jump ahead, you know what I mean? Getting all excited about this. Let's just go ahead and get into those accessories real quick. I'll be right back. So in terms of accessories, our buddy here actually comes with a pretty decent loadout here. He comes with a set of open hands that you can just see right here. I'm going to just focus those up and tap it. I hate when it doesn't. There you go. Open hands. They look all claw-like. You can claw the face. It's great like that. You know what I'm saying? He also comes with 2 fisted joints that are pretty nice. Standard fist, but they have the, if he wants to stand all rocked out. He comes with the head sculpt that we saw before that I hope doesn't fall off this pan here, which is that whited-eyed Agent Venom. I'm going to put this on manual focus just so that we could, there we go. Yeah, he comes with this head sculpt that I do not want to lose at all. Oh, you see? No, can't play with that anymore. Can't play that game, guys. Very, very thick eyelids around it, but he does look better when on the fig. He also comes with this gun rifle that we just saw with Chameleon, and we also saw with the X-Men Deadpool and many other figs. Forge was the first one. Forge from the Caliban wave was the first one to have this gun, and also the Hellfire Club agents also have this loadout. We also have him with a handgun that I don't mind, because said handgun that we've seen with many other figures, this one's just colored darker and better detail, I would say. I like the paint on this better all the other ones, especially Chameleons. Chameleons are too light. Yeah, this comes with the HHMA, and you can put it into his holster that is right here, that I'm totally messing up that look, but you can see that goes into the gun holster. If you come with a gun holster, you are getting points in this house, but you lose points otherwise. So now that we've done that, I'm going to put these other sets of hands on your boy. Let's see him, Agent Venom over here. Let's see him with some open hands on him. There he is in those open hands. Let's try them fisted joints. And there he is with the fisted hands, which looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to pose him with these. I might just keep him with the guns in his hands, but we'll see. We'll see. And here's our boy with the guns loaded and ready to go. I like this look for him. This is probably how I'll keep him on the shelf if he doesn't end up floating somewhere in the sky of my, office, if you know. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I like it. Let's go ahead and get into the comparisons properly. I tried to skip it before, but now we're actually going to get into the comparisons. And I got a lot to compare. So yeah, let's do this. Alright, well, first fig I wanted to compare him to is the older Agent Venom that was seen earlier in this video. I feel like there's a few things that I like in this fig that I don't like in the other, and vice versa. I noticed that this chest piece is removable on the older Agent Venom, which I did not know before until really kind of moving around with it. I just got this like maybe in the last year or so, maybe 2 years. I didn't always have this figure. I had Agent Anti-Venom, but the original Agent Venom, I got this off eBay, and I didn't know. It's a real one, don't worry. But yeah, I guess they did the slimmer chest choice to kind of have the arms more streamlined with the waist and legs, kind of look like, have a better neutral look versus this one that kind of poke out. And I get that, but I still would have liked that ab cut, or just give me the same chest as Punisher over here. So that's what these two look like together, standing side by side. I'm gonna keep these both active, but he will likely end up on the Spider-Man shelf versus him staying with the Thunderbolts that he was already aligned with on my New Age or New Marvel Now shelf. That's what I like to call it. Yeah, so that's him compared with the older Agent Venom. Let's go ahead and get him compared to, as you can see him right there, his the Thunderbolts buddy, Punisher, which, oh man, I still can't get over how perfect this Punisher is. And how they could have just given us this chest on this body and everyone would have been happy. Like, everyone would have been happy. No one would have complained if you just gave this more of a shinier look of black instead of this matted black. Just done this to this, shoulder pads and all that fun stuff, and boom. Come on. It's right there for you guys. I might have to paint one myself just to show you. But again, I don't understand tooling. I don't understand why they made choices, budgets on certain waves, so on and so forth. I'm just a guy who collects these things and talks about them on the internet. So there you go. There you go. All to say, him against Punisher looks really, really great. We're going to get him against another leader and teammate he had, which is Steve Rogers, when he didn't have the costume like that or the shield like that, and he was just kind of Steve Rogering out here. So that's him against Steve Rogers, looking cool, looking nice. Again, he just needs to be a little bit taller. Just a little bit taller. But that's okay. That's okay. Next up, we got him against Shocker, because Shocker was here. And I like to see him against other figs. It's good to see that he isn't shorter than Shocker. That's a relief, actually, to be honest. And it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and put him against Lilith, which looks nice. I got a Joe Fixit here, which looks pretty cool. You want to keep it going? Let's keep it going. Hold on. Here he is against the recently reviewed X-Men Nemesis Wave Fabian Cortez. You can go ahead and check that out on my channel. That review is, pretty cool. I like it. I like this fig. So these two look good against next to each other, though they would never really be in the same room. We got him against, I did not know how much I would like this figure until I got him in hand, and I need him to stand properly. Sorry, Psych. But yeah, the recent X-Men Nemesis Wave Cyclops. And I put the X-Men 97 head on there just to kind of be reminiscent of a later suit that Sykes wore right before he got that classic yellow and blue with the Y belt strap across. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Also, Wavemate, Chameleon. These guys look pretty great against each other, though I don't know if they've ever faced off. I'm gonna have to look that up because I'm not too familiar with Flash's run as Agent Venom, and I'd like to know who he faced off against, if he did face off against anybody of that caliber. Chameleon's quite the villain, so I'm not exactly sure who he went up against someone like that, but he did have some pretty tough battles. So I don't know, but these guys look good next to each other. Yeah. Oh, of course, you got it. Can't forget, last but not least, definitely cannot forget who he's inspired by. Obviously, it's Agent Venom. You cannot forget, Vulture. You gotta put him up against Vulture. And I'm totally messing with you guys when I say that. He does look good against Vulture, but I do have another guy in mind that I gotta put him up against. Just kind of close this out in terms of comparisons. You know what I mean? Gotta put him up against the one, the only, Spider-Man. And I know people are thinking yo, man, you didn't put him up against Venom, man. What's up with that? You didn't compare him against Venom. I'm not going to do that. I don't know. I feel like Spider-Man's one. And Venom, that'll probably come through in a short later. Maybe this guy's not worthy of being compared to a Venom. Maybe I don't have a favorite Venom. Maybe the Venom that is my favorite is hung up somewhere in my room that I don't really want to mess with positioning and cause an entire topple of a bunch of figures to fall over. I don't know, guys. That's a multiple choice question. You guys can just go ahead and pick on in the comments below. Let me know. Why didn't I compare him to Venom? Is it because Venom's just hanging in my room and I don't want him to fall and knock over a bunch of figures? Is it because Spider-Man's the only guy that could be compared to another Spider-Man type figure that's like this? Or is it because I'm just, not feeling it? Am I rambling? I don't know. I don't know. I'm playing with you guys. Yeah. I'll definitely be comparing him to a Venom and other Venom-like symbiote characters in a short. I'm just saving that up. But for now, we're going to have him against this Peter Parker that came with the Vulture animated series. And I think this is a great Spider-Man to be compared to this Agent Venom. And I feel like they look great next to each other. So, yeah, this guy's getting points as he goes along. Just a little bit. Just a little. Let's get into my final thoughts on this guy. Overall final thoughts on this figure, I'm giving this guy a 6 out of 10 just because figs that came before this had better tooling and figs that are coming out after this have way better tooling. So I just feel like they could have met us somewhere in the middle. I understand, again, I don't understand budgets. I don't understand any of that stuff. Y'all can explain it to me by getting me a job over there at Hasbro. Let me know, holler at your boy. But I'm just saying, in terms of just not giving us boot cut, the ankle rotation being super trash on this. Super thin waist, which I get. You wanted the arms to be streamlined, great and aligned with the waist. But to kind of take away the articulation of the chest for that, you're losing points. I'm not down. just things that worked on older figures. Yes, you're trying to go with newer tooling, but like this, just this, like the disc hinge on the neck would have been useful on this figure because you're not getting much else. You know what I mean? So we kind of need that. But anyways, 6 on 10. 6 on 10. It's Agent Venom. I just feel like if you guys don't have the budget to do this, maybe you don't put out an Agent Venom. Then again, with the whole Maximum series coming out, maybe you guys are probably working on a better, more souped up, gangster ass freaking Agent Venom that you're going to put out for like a $49.99 price point that I'm not mad at, but I'm just saying, maybe give me a hint so that I won't go and pick up this guy and the other guy's coming out in like a year and a half, 2 years, depending on how that series go. Which you know Spider-Man's going to sell, so obviously they're going to put out a like Maximum series like maybe Nightcrawler or Beast or Gambit or more popular characters that we're just gonna have to keep buying until they get to someone down to B class like Agent Venom here. It's a win and lose situation, folks, but if you're in this game, you're in this game, and I'm in it to get the figs that I'm liking. So till then, I'm gonna go ahead and get this fig, and if y'all like this review, please go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to the channel. If you like my reviews, I have plenty of other reviews that I put out weekly. I usually drop about 3 times a week, and yeah, you know, help the channel out. All comments help the channel out, all sharing and, you know, likes help the channel out, because I'm a little old channel. I'm trying to get these reviews up, you know what I mean? But all to say, if you like this review, go ahead and do that, and if you don't, let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your comments. And if you like this fig, if you plan on picking it up, let me know. And if you don't, you like this fig and you don't plan on picking it up, also let me know. And tell me why I'm silly for doing this, because I do feel a little bit silly, but I'm also happy to have an updated Agent Venom. All to say, y'all keep collecting, keep fit, have fun, keep safe out there. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.